Day 54. I found one positive thing. I still hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Chris, if you're watching, for making me do this every day for 90 days. My idea that I would have quit by now already would have been so much better, but now I can't quit. I can't quit because then I will loathe myself and I don't want to do that. Anyways, I found something positive about this. Few things. Number one, when I do a video almost every day. Oh, by the way, so between now, today's day 54, and day 50, for the last 3 days, neuroticism won. I have to admit to that. It won. I have been wildly busy. I was exhausted. I thought I looked like death warmed up, which I think I did because I was so tired. And I just couldn't bring myself to do these videos. I am not sorry. It's just what it is. And that's a side note. So, anyways, from now on, I will add one thing to every video. I will add some sort of a professional advice, right? From um, how to do residential real estate, investment, something like I will say one thing to make it useful so that it's not as painful to watch, because I think at this point it has become incredibly, incredibly painful. And it is for me as well. I think I've had enough of just, oh, let's just see how I feel today. I don't feel good about this, and I don't. I might towards the end of it, or maybe on the last day of it, because I will just feel completely free of it, or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Anyways, so two things I found that are very positive. I've decided to get a day job several months ago because it's very challenging when things don't work out and you just don't get paid. So, because for the last several years, I've only gotten paid when I completed something, right? There's no salary of any kind. Can be a little stressful. And what I have noticed is how much my confidence grew. I have this friend, a very good friend, who kind of divides everyone who works into two categories. You have the indoor cats and you have the outdoor cats. So the indoor cats are the people who work somewhere and they have their set salary. And obviously, that's not to say that working for someone else is easier. It's not. There's a whole different set of difficulties. However, you do have a structured environment, usually, and you do have supervision. And if you're screwing up, someone will tell you, and usually they will help you get back on track. When you're outside, like anyone who works for themselves or are an independent contractor, and anyone who works on commission only, you're outside. No one's watching you, no one's supervising you, no one's, most of the time, you are kind of on your own and you have to fend for yourself. So, after being in the wild for almost 4 years, it's really interesting to see how much my confidence grew. I've always liked to interview, but now it's like a whole new level. Like, no, I got it. What are you talking about? Like, I will run this place in 6 months. Like, look what I've done. Look at me. Like, I glow in the dark. I don't say that, obviously. No one will hire me if I talk like that, but it's gotten way better. That's exciting. So I'm kind of curious to see how it all works out in combination with everything else that I'm doing. I think it will work out very well. Well, like I said, I'm excited to interview, usually. I know most people don't like to interview. I have always loved it, always. And I got to be interviewed a lot because I've also gotten fired quite a few times. So I had to go back and interview for different jobs. Uh, my resume is very colorful. Anyway, so that's one positive thing. Another positive thing is that I think doing when this is over, when this 90-day torture is over, doing one video a week will seem like cake. It's just one a week, and I'll aim for about anywhere between 7 to 10 minutes, um, and I think I'll do just fine. It does not, somehow it doesn't sound like torture anymore. Okay, so professional advice for the day. If you are an agent or a person selling a house, plan your first open house for Saturday. Well, that's kind of a given, but do not make it longer than 2 hours. Why is that? When you're selling a home, what you need to get the best price is not advertising it everywhere. It's not balloons. If you want to sell it for as much as you can, you need to create one thing. You need to create competition between your potential buyers. If you can't do that, you need to create an illusion of competition between your potential buyers. Uh, when someone comes to an open house and they see a shit ton of people there, they expect other people that are interested. So, someone, usually when people come to an open house, they don't have an agent yet. So they can't really get in there without you being there or your agent being there, right? So when someone comes and they see no one, versus when someone comes over and they see 25 other people, because they only have 2 hour window to do it, the expectation is different. I hope this makes sense. So later, when they're putting in an offer, it's very easy to convince them to raise their price. If they've seen a ton of people at the open house, they expect more than one offer, and it's easier to convince them to raise their price, whether or not you actually have other offers. This is legal. Sounds gray. I don't think it's gray. That's when good negotiation comes in, because someone sends an offer, you don't have to accept it. You can call them back and be like, hey, what else can you do for me here? When I see people that do, 4 hour long open houses, I just want to scream. It's stupid. Don't do it. That's it for today. And I will see you tomorrow.